Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome and all to Hearthstone Hijinks, the show where I play a deck or attempt a challenge that really no sane person would. But thankfully I've given up my sanity long ago for you guys, so let's have some fun. Today's objective is all about winning by drawing with my opponent, i.e. both of us need to blow up at the exact same time in mutual beautiful destruction. I got a priest and a rogue to attempt this. I'm going to be going for a little bit of mill rogue to try and mill both of us down simultaneously, and then I've got the priest, which is a little bit more finesse. Spawn of Shadows instantly, obviously it's a very good card for the double kill, but I've got to manage everyone's health. I've still got to maintain enough presence to win, but not too much presence that they concede. There's a lot of balancing acts going into this challenge, so I'm a little bit nervous. Shadow Bomber, of course, another big important card in the priest one. Basically, the priest has three main ways: Shadow Bomber, which can be boosted by Bran, the Spawn of Shadows, which is the double 4 damage, and then finally a Arcani, I don't care, whatever, a Spirit Priest, Draenei Lady, whatever, with a Holy Blasty thing that does 5 damage to him, and then will do 5 damage to me because of the Arcani Priest. So, hey, there we go, look at us going. But Scavenging Hyena does generally worry me. I mean, I don't want to play this because I want to save it for a draw, but I do need to still win the game up to the point that I make this draw happen, so I'm going to have to play it just to trade with this before it starts growing to unreasonable proportions. I mean, if that's Freezing Trap, that's actually pretty good. That gives me another shot at this. I mean, it does kind of suck because for the most part that is better for him. Let's see what happens. And it's not, so that's kind of good. I'm going to heal myself back up to the 27. I think that's fair enough. I really want to kind of get my balance on here, make sure we both die pretty much at the same time, and then ideally go for the 4 damage each. That seems like my biggest way of doing this. Oh, thank you so much, Leok. That is just wonderful. Just wonderful. Look at that. That will do very, very nicely. Now, I don't want to actually be too healed compared to my opponent, because if I'm on like 25 health and he's on 5, it's going to be difficult for me to lose the 20 required in order to draw the game. So I have a feeling I'm really going to be thinking about this. Now, I did make my decks as best as I could. You guys might have some ideas yourself. What classes would you have played and cards you would have used? I'd love to see some discussion on it, but I think for the most part, what I've decided here should pretty much work. See, I don't want to play the Spawn of Shadows yet, because I obviously don't want to lose them, because if I end up losing all my win conditions, then it's kind of completely irrelevant. We'll have ourselves an Emperor next turn, because reducing this hand is really, really effective, especially with the Boom to follow, and even the 4-mana Holy Nova is great. And he's got nothing really to deal with it, so I like this, I do. And the free Northra Cleric is always kind of nice just to throw out there. Looking good, looking good. He might get suspicious if I start, like, punching my own face down to get us close to the draw level, but I don't know. Oh, pow wow, what a name for a hunter. That is where it's at, isn't it? Oh yes, they call me Pow Wow Wow because that's what my hounds do. It kind of works, doesn't it? You could imagine a dog going pow wow wow, because you know that's how they puppy. That's how they puppy. That's a young dog. That's not a noise that dogs make. What am I even talking about? This is going to be a explosive trap. I'm calling it here. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. Let's go for it. And no, misdirection. Sorry, cleric. You are very dead. Ooh, that's gotta suck. So, the question is, I am going to play this one just because I've drawn the Shadow Bomber, and therefore I do have quite the backup way of making this draw happen, so I'm kind of excited by this. I'm very much sort of reinvigorated with Hijinks now that we're doing a little bit more challengey focused stuff, because I think there's definitely a lot of fun to be had here, and I'm quite interested to see what rank I get to just playing stupid challenges. It's going to be quite good. So, I mean, the obvious thing to do here is do that. then we will heal him up so he's not that vulnerable. Then we'll do 4 damage to each of us, and now we're kind of on the even side of things. I might do it. I might just complete the challenge on my first attempt, which always makes me so very, very happy, especially when it's against a hunter. Though I do think the rogue deck's going to be a lot harder, so I'm a little bit apprehensive there. Lock and load all up in here. Ooh. Come on, don't hit. Ah, that sucks so hard. That really, really sucks. I've got to really time the health now. We'll kill him. We'll do 5 damage over there. So if I'm going to be on 14... Ah, this sucks. This sucks. So 5 would go to there, but then... Oh, so this is where it really gets me, because I can't do the 4 damage each. I do need to lose some health. This is going to look very stupid, but I have to start injuring myself. Oops! Gee, I'm so... Oh, what am I like, powwow? What am I like, powwow? I'm just so bad at this game, powwow. What I like about doing challenges like this is I definitely don't want to be like, every episode I will complete the challenge, because it kind of removes the suspense and the mystery of if I actually pull it off or not from the episode. So I think that way we can actually be like, oh, is he going to pull it off? Is he not going to pull it off? And that's kind of what I like to see. This was... I think I'll entomb this out the way more than anything. And then I need to injure myself a little bit more. And then we'll put him down to 5. And then end my turn. Ah, this is very, very close. Because he could definitely finish me off from 8 health with 2 cards. The Sunwalker, interesting. I can't actually... No, wait. If I go to 6, then I go to 4. No, I can't kill my... Yes! Ha ha! I think I've done it. I forget how that works. Yeah, that's a good point, Self. Still, I think I have done it. I think I've definitely done it. We do 3 there. We do that to that. And then, boom, the draw! Yes! Ha-ha! Perfect -1s on both. I am happy with that. I really thought I'd instantly messed it up. But, you know, I think this is a nice, solid one to start with. So the priest deck knocked out. Fantastic. Obviously, guys, if you all have suggestions for challenges, etc., etc., let me know. This one was indeed a suggestion from the last video, so keep them pouring in. You guys are very, very creative. It's really awesome to have such a fantastic audience such as all of you watching this right now. So give yourselves a quick pat on the back. Okay, well, this is a terrible opening. Well, it's not horrible. I'm actually going to keep it. I really flipped my opinion on this hand very quickly there. I fully admit that. But I was thinking that this kind of deals with moderate early game threats. And then if we get to the sprint, we can start chain drawing through everything. And generally, it should work out okay. So let's see. Let's see if we can pull it off. This one should be a longer game, definitely. Okay, we got our Raptor, but nothing we're desperate to play here. The Raptor is for my loot hoarders, because I had to put extra draw into my deck to counter the gang ups, giving my deck a much beefier amount of cards in, because we kind of need to equally die to fatigue, which is actually going to be quite difficult. I need to not injure him at all. I think I need to be on low health, because he's going to get ahead on me from fatigue, because he is going to run out of cards before I am, because Gang Up is going to pad out my deck with lovely, lovely Murloc action. Going to be a lot of Murloc padding. Murloc padding actually sounds quite soft, you know, like good, high-quality premium Murloc padding. Keep all of your packages safe today with their lovely, blubbery flesh. Actually, let's forget I even said that. How about we forget I even said that? Is he playing... Oh my god, we're going to have to deal with Emperor. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? And he's going face all up in here. What a guy. What a guy. There's the Cold Light Oracle, so that's kind of nice. We will backstab and eviscerate away him. and then end our turn. And the next turn we're going to coin up to Emperor, we'll juice all of these down, and we should be able to start the milling process, especially if we draw into some Shadow Steps, into some Gang Ups, and really get this proverbial ball rolling down the hill of conquest. Bit of poeticness for you guys there. Oh, you can change the flag. I never realized. Why does it go green? Because, I mean, the blue is Alliance and the red is Horde. I guess green's more of a neutral color, unless I'm missing something. Of course we're going to leave it red. I mean, we're not crazy here now. Come on now. I could... see, if I play Emperor, that's going to trade, and then he's going to hit it himself. And I'm not sure I really want that, but at the same time, it's too worth it not to get this reduction going, so I'm going to accept it. I am going to accept it. If I could have prepped, eviscerated, and hit, I would have done, but then putting him to 1 health would be very, very pointless. So for now, we're just going to relax. Take it easy against Hijinks over there. Good old Hijinks. What a name, Hijinks. Fear me, I am the Dark Lord Hijinks. It's such an underwhelming name. I mean, I can't really talk pandemonium. I just like it. It's a fun word. Oh, look, you can eat the pie. No, I'm kidding. I remember from last time you can eat the pie. Someone in the comments was like, every time you notice that, Rage, you exclaim how you can eat the pie like it's the first time you've seen it. So apparently I just chain notice about pies. They call me the pie chainer. I like to take loads of freshly baked pies, tie ropes around them, and string them out throughout the town. Aren't I a menace? Okay, well, this is very nice, because obviously backstab, eviscerate, attack, that gets rid of all of them. That's also kind of fine. I think we will prep and Fan of Knives to get rid of that, and then do that. I do like Burgle. I'm a fan of Burgle. Well, actually, yeah, no, I will. I'll Burgle. I like burgling. See, I put this card in because it's not that good in this deck, like, at all. In fact, it's pretty bad, but I just love it. It's such a fun card. So I need this guy to stay alive for when I get to Gang Ups, otherwise we are going to run out of forcible card draw for our opponent. But what I don't know is if fatigue finishes or if it ends when the first person dies. So say he takes 7 damage and goes to 0 health. I take 7 damage and go to 1 health, but we still both have a card to draw thanks to the Murloc. Does that still happen, or does it just end because it's technically over? I genuinely don't know. Let's gang up him, get some more cold lights going on all up in here. Then we can get rid of the Drake quite nicely, and then I actually think we'll play the Sludge Belcher, just because it will tank the Shade of Naxxramas quite nicely, and then next turn we can just kind of chill out with the Ancient of War. I mean, we've got a 4 in 19 chance of drawing the Cold Light. Does 4 in 19 divide down? I don't think it does, because it would be 2 and 9.5, wouldn't it? And you can't have that as a fraction, at least not as far as my immense maths knowledge goes. Alrighty, I mean, I do want him to draw more, I do, but he has just used a silence, which means that in all likelihood he won't able to get past this, at least hopefully. It depends if he's drawn his other Warden of the Grove. Warden of the Grove, yes, Warden of the Grove. I totally know what I'm talking about, 100%. Alright, yeah, we are going to have to go for the Cold Light next turn. I need to kind of surge through my deck here, otherwise we are definitely going to have issues. Ooh, he's going for the swipe into the trade on both of them there. That's interesting. That is definitely interesting. I mean, it does kind of make sense. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, friend. That is just kind of awkward. You know, I feel bad for you. I got 99 problems, but a Doomsayer out of my shredder just ain't one. You know what? I'm actually still going to keep piling on the board because I want to get a load of card draws when this ends. So we'll do 3 damage to him, and then good night, Arlene, as the board crumbles, and I take quite a fair amount of damage there, but we get 2 card draws, and that's exactly what I'm after, because now I've caught up with him, which is perfect, so I think I played that quite nicely. We're getting there when it comes to milling him. We've got a sap for any big threat coming up, such as his own Ancient of War. Pilot Shredder, not a big deal, though we have used both of his threat. He is desperate to kill me. He is really desperate to kill me, and while I don't blame him, because obviously he knows I'm milling him, goddamn, man, God damn. Alright, let us get our draw on once more. We've got a prep, which is, of course, lovely. We will return that to our hand. We have 7 cards, so we can afford to play this again. Will I draw the next one? That is the question. Unfortunately not, so we'll Sludge Belcher, and then I think we're going to prep and sap back the Shredder, just because it will really slow him down in a big way, and then I do actually want to do a little bit of damage here, because he's a little bit too ahead of me on cards. We are actually very struggling when it comes to Cold Lights. Like, I'm kind of concerned we're not going to be able to pull this off. I think I might die a little bit out of sync, but I still believe in myself, and I believe in my power. I mean, these Tomb Pillagers very much haven't got much use out of them. I mean, I wanted the coins just to extra Cold Light each turn, because 2 coins equals an extra Cold Light, because you've got 1 for 1, and then... in fact, if you have 2 for 1s from backsteps, you could probably do 5 in 1 turn, perhaps, with 3 coins if you went second. It's kind of a cool thing to think about. This worries me. This definitely worries me. I mean, 1, 2, 3, I take 8 damage here. Okay, I'm dead. No, he wasted... No, I am dead. Even though he did a really bad ordering there, I am fully and completely dead. No, I was so close. I was so close to making it happen. No! Oh, damn. Vader screams all round. We'll have another go with Quick Draw. I mean, I'm happy that I completed it with my Priest one, but I kind of knew that I would. I think the Priest was the easy way out here. I definitely want to pull it off with Milling, but... oh, Druid was a hard one just because of the combo. I mean, I kind of want to get something like a Warrior who can... Almachig! All match Tig, whatever your name is trying to be, god damn. We'll definitely keep for a turn 4 sprint. That'll let us really go off very quickly on this, get to the Cold Lights, get to the gang ups, and really start to make this happen. I'm being watched by literally Death, which is very disconcerting. I mean, you don't want to be sat there in a match of, well, in a match of anything, and have Death himself, robe, skeletal, scythe in hand, sat there staring at you. I feel like that might be a little bit, how you say, off-putting, to say the least. Is he playing a cancerous aggro druid all up in here? What kind of druid plays Leponome? I'm worried. I'm going to greet him, you know, tell him that the pleasure is all mine, because I'm about to fatigue his life out, but I am also very, very concerned here. Of course, Bran with the Cold Lights is just hilarious. 4 draws per player per Cold Light is insanity, but we got to get to that point. Though with the early sprint, we might very well get to that point, especially as all he has is his hero power. That's basically a wasted turn from him. And Eviscerate, that's alright. Obviously, I don't want to use Bran too early. I mean, I'm also having to waste my turn, but at least the dagger is slightly a better investment of mana than his hero power. But yeah, I'd have to draw something incredible. I guess the only thing that I would play instead of Prep Sprint is a Tomb Pillager. But, you know, I'd have to specifically draw a Tomb Pillager. And I mean, really, what are the chances of that happening? Unless he also plays something incredibly threatening, and then I may have to eviscerate it. But we'll see. This is all conjecture at the moment. Conjecture? Why can't I speak English? Conjecture. There we go. I did it. I said the word, everyone. Are you proud of me? So he's got 1 mana Lepinomes, but he's not being able to play anything turn 2 and turn 3. Either he's playing the world's worst deck, or he's had something very unlucky happen to him with his opening hand. Cold Light, beautiful. Tomb, that's fine. Sap, that's fine. And the second Cold Light, don't mind if I do. Especially when I have Emperor to reduce both Bran and the Cold Lights for a turn 7. Everybody draws 8 cards. Oh, man. The amount of burning of cards that is going to happen is just wonderful. Now he's ramping. And still hero powering. What is he doing with his life? What is he doing? We definitely want to get Tomb Pillager out. I mean, we want to get as many cards out of our hand as physically possible, because we are going to end up burning some, but there's not really much I can do about that. I mean, the reduction from Thorison will obviously very much help, because we can churn out a load more things. This is fine, we get to basically just trade it. That's a very poor Emperor for him, so that is wonderful. And then gang up as well. What a lovely turn our next turn is going to be. Like, that is a sexy looking hand there. I mean, not only do we get to play both Cold Lights and Bran, we also get to gang up one of the Cold Lights. So if I Cold Light, gang it up, coin, that puts me down to 6-7 cards, and then Bran. I'm definitely gonna overdraw, but I don't think it will be as bad as it could have been, because I can play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, which puts me down to at most 4, and then I might burn 2 cards. He's actually going to Force of Nature early, just so I don't get to... What? Okay, dude, I know this combo wins games, man. Like, I really, really do, but you have to realize it has to be able to kill me. That's kind of the point of it. And the only reason he would do that is if he has a second set of the combo in his deck, which is kind of worrying, thinking about it. But for now... For now, what we want to do is, 6 cards in his hand. 6 cards in his hand. For now, we don't want to use Bran. I think we definitely don't want to use Bran. I'm going to coin. That way I can Cold Light. Lovely jubbly. Burgle, that's kind of fine. Unearth Raptor, that's also fine. We can gang up, and then we can... I mean, I do really want to burn his cards, but I also want to save one for Bran. That's the thing. What do I do? That's an enemy minion. See, I basically played the coin to make room in my hand, but I'm kind of regretting that fact now. I should have probably learned to do basic mathematics. That was my downside. For now, we'll leave it as that. That should be fine. That does suck. That could have been a much more impressive turn than it was. I kind of bottled it a little bit. I mean, not in a big sense, because I didn't want to fully burn us all out. We can definitely wait until we draw more Cold Lights, and then Bran Cold Light all day, every day. But as it stands... I'm not sure. I mean, he's not going to play many cards. I think at most he's going to play 2 and go down to 7, so he is definitely getting majorly burnt next turn, especially if I draw the second one. But I did effectively waste my coin, which kind of sucks, like, really, really badly. Oh, wow, you're only going to play 1 card? Seriously? Oh, no, he's going to get rid of his coin. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. And a Farseer for a little bit of a heal. Interesting. Alright, we get our second gang up, which is just lovely. We've now got so many Cold Lights in there. We're going to sap him away, deal with that. And then we do actually have enough space to get away with a Brand Cold Light without actually worrying about overdrawing, which is just lovely. There's another one, and a Shadow Step. Perfect. Perfect. We'll do this 2 damage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have so many cards in my hand, it's unreal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... should I burn it or should I not? Should I burn it or should I not? I'm going to backstab my own Cold Light and then eviscerate his face. And then we're going to chill out, because that way I can actually play cards safely next turn without completely overdrawing. I think that makes more sense. I was just trying to decide between the second Cold Light or the Eviscerate, and if I was going to Eviscerate, then I needed to backstab. Like, I need to preempt space in my hand. I kind of wish I could get rid of Burgle, and obviously drawing Preps would be wonderful, but I'm kind of banking on him not having Swipe here. Swipe's really the only way he's getting to Bran, unless he plays his second combo, which also is a big win for me. So I think he's in a situation where he's kind of screwed, honestly. And the thing is, even without Bran, these Cold Lights are really going to wreck, because we still got, what, like 5 left in the deck, and if these guys don't draw them with 4 draws, that is incredibly unlucky. So I am very, very hopeful with this one. I think there is genuinely a very good chance we can make this fatigue happen. But I do need to take a little bit more damage, I think. He's kind of worried. He's definitely kind of... Ah! Well, that's a shame. That is definitely a shame. I mean, it was likely to get to 12 cards and not draw either swipe. I mean, that is ridiculous levels unlucky. And he is trying his best, of course, to play as many cards as he can. And it's kind of a waste of a Druid of the Claw there. Like a really, really big waste. But he's also probably feeling a lot of pressure here. Okay, let's Cold Light up. Draw a few more cards. That's fine. We will Fan of Knives. Get rid of that. Draw yet another one. And then, I think what I'm going to do, because I do need to draw ahead of him, is do this. And then we'll go once more. He's just going to end up burning. Hey, isn't that lovely? And then we'll Shadow Step this one back. I have 8 cards in my hand, so 9 now. I would burn 1 card next turn, but I think that's worth it to make him burn 2 more now. There goes his Sea Giant and a Shattered Sun Cleric, and we're looking pretty good. I don't want to injure him any more than I already have done, because I do need to really balance the fatigue damage we're going to take, and I do have 3 more Cold Light. So this is going very well. I will fully admit, this is going very well. We might just pull this off, and that is excellent. If I time the fatigue right. That's the main thing. It entirely revolves around me timing the fatigue right. And I do actually have Burgles to maybe get some healing from the Druid cards, which would, of course, help massively. This is good, because I could actually kill my Loot Hoarder, which is, of course, really nice. What am I going to burn? Probably a Cold Light, if I had to guess. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to Unearth Raptor. And then I'm going to Unearth Raptor. Then we're going to draw a card. I know I can sap this, but I wanted to equalize the amount of cards we have in our hand here. And then that should about do it, I think. Yeah, we're going to go for... Well, actually, I'll take 6 damage if I do that. And I kind of really don't want to take 6 damage. We're both on 5. Yeah, I think I can actually afford to do that, and then we should be pretty much fine to go next turn. I've got 2 card draws waiting here, which potentially really sorts me out. And then, for now, we'll poke him for 1 more, and then end it. So we can do 3 Cold Lights next turn, which will really start the fatigue train going. But then it's just balancing it right. It's very, very much balancing it right. I can't play Dr. Boom, or hell, even Tomb Pillager, because I don't want him to concede thinking my board is too threatening for him to deal with. But both these Raptors are going to be very, very good. It's basically, these are my ace in the holes, because I can choose when to trade them and draw an extra card, and therefore injure myself a little bit more. Because obviously we're going 1, 2, 3. I still don't know, though. I'm very concerned. Good, he does play the Ancient of War. That's exactly what I wanted, because now I have something to trade into. Though it does mean... Hey, what? Are you serious? Why would he do that? That's interesting. That is very interesting. Okay. Let's draw 1 more card. Prep. Fantastic. We'll just leave that prep there. Then... Actually, we won't leave that prep there. We will eviscerate this guy down to that. And then we are going to Cold Light. Draw 2 of my last 3 cards. So he's out of cards now, which is perfect. And then I can obviously draw my final card via the use of trading this. So I think I'm going to play the Sludge Belcher. I'm going to trade this off, draw my final card, and then we should be fairly equal when it comes to fatigue, but also, just in case, I'm going to play this Loot Hoarder, just so I have another way of guaranteeing my card draw. Then I'm going to injure him a little bit more, because he is starting his fatigue before me, but I do have control of the damage because of the board. So I need to Cold Light, and the first draw from both of us needs to kill us. That's my objective here, and I think I can pull that off on my next turn, but I've got to play it very, very delicately. He has to feel like he can still win this with his 10 cards here. That's the key. I've got to psychologically get my opponent on board without him feeling it. And that's really why I played the Sludge Belcher, because the 5 into the 5 is such a valuable trade for him, because his Hearthstone still lives, but it does save me from taking 5 damage, which is really, of course, excellent. And I've got 3 Cold Lights left, so I can make us draw 6 cards, which in theory should be enough, right? But we'll see. We'll definitely see. I might have to injure myself. That might be a problem. Because I'm going to go down to 15, but he's also going to be on 2. Ooh, that's okay. And then he makes me draw my final draw card from my loot hoarder. So as long as I still have at least something on my board in which to injure him, I might be fine. That kind of sucks. Oh, he had time to play a Tazdingo too? Huh. So I'm on take 2 damage. He is on also take 2 damage. So I'd take 3, go down to 9. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting here. What I'm going to do is burgle. See what this gives me to work with. That's actually quite nice. That's really quite nice. Obviously, I don't want to draw 2 cards, so I'm going to use it to heal. But I need to know what level of fatigue he's on. That's the thing. Because 3, boom, boom. And then I've got 2 slimes and this left to trade there. He's out of swipes, so that's okay. We'll get rid of this nicely. There we go. And then, yeah, I'm going to use this to heal myself to his 17. Then we should be roughly about equal, because I'm going to go down to 14 at the start of my turn, but that 1 damage shouldn't make a massive difference, especially as I should be able to at least poke him for 1 damage next turn. So thank you very much, Burgle. You may have just saved the Rogue Challenge from failing. You may have just saved this deck. I believe. I believe. In before he plays like Tree of Life or something ridiculous. He's going to do it, isn't he? He's totally going to do it. I love this. I can do it. Just the feeling on the precipice of actually pulling it off makes me so excited. Come on, All-Match Tig. Come on, lad. I believe in you. I believe in you. I really do. I really, really do. The Tazdingo, that's fine. The Dragonling Mechanic, that's also fine. And he's going to... Did he actually attack it? He did. Why? Why is the question? So I'm taking 3. He's also going to take... He took 2. So he's going to take 3, go down to 12. I'm going to take 4, go down to 10. He's going to take 4, go down to 8. I'm going to take a lot more than that. Okay. Alright, how do I do this? I'm going to play a first Cold Light, and we'll see what everybody's health does. So yeah, 4 there, 5 there, 3, and then 4. So, the question is... this is... This is quite the ridiculous challenge. So in theory... This next Cold Light should kill us both, right? Because we both have to draw twice. I'm hoping. I am really, really hoping. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Here we go. Yep, there's my 6. There's the 7. There's his 5. And there's his 6. Boom! Oh! Yes! Fatigue draw. Boom! Ba-ba-boom! I am happy about that. I really, really am. Alright then, guys. Let me know for some more challenges. But for now, remember to like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Oh, goodbye.